No one will be held criminally responsible for Eric Garner's death. We're joined by his daughter, Emerald Garner. Thank you for joining us, and we know that you came straight from a rally, right?
Yes, we were rallying in Foley Square, where we're calling for Foley Square, Warren Police Plaza, where we're calling for the firing of Pantaleo. We've called for this since day one, but now it's like, you know, this is the last step.
Is there a way for you to fight this? What legal avenues are open for the family?
The legal avenues are right now, we're trying to look into what's going to happen next. I know right now, our main focus is for him to be fired. The legal prosecution part of it is not fully, completely over. We're doing a bunch of research. We're trying to figure out exactly what can be our next move. And I feel like until we get to that next move and filing criminal or whatever other charges that we're able to bring up against him, he needs to be fired.
I know you spoke a little bit yesterday about how you found out, about finding out through the media instead of from the Department of Justice. Did you expect, though, that the charges would ultimately be, that there would be no charges? Were you prepared for the fact that there might not be?
Well, I was actually definitely prepared for it. As I spoke to my team at work, I let them know, hey, the reading of the verdict will be tomorrow. I'm not hopeful, but I have faith in the Lord, and the Lord says justice will prevail, and I'm hoping that justice will prevail. But, you know, as you can see, it didn't go that way. So there was a statement released before we even got to the before we even got to the round table talk that there was the charges are not going to be filed. So when they came into the room, it was just like, you know, cut to the chase. Are you going to file the charges or not? And they said no. So I walked out. And I'm not going to sit in a meeting where you're going to tell me the same thing that you've told me for the past 5 years, which is nothing. You're going to sit in a meeting and give me your condolences. Again, I've been getting condolences for 5 years. I've been getting condolences, and I'm sorry, and I'm tired of hearing sorry. I want to hear action. I want to hear that he's fired. I want to hear that there's charges being brought against him. I want to hear that he's not able to go home and be peaceful because my father is not able to be peaceful. He's 6 feet under. We miss Christmases without him. We miss Father's Days without him. Pantaleo goes home every night with his family. My father is never coming home. And my sister died fighting for justice. Everybody knows Erica was the one who was at 10 all the time. And I was the one who was very calm. Now we've switched roles. I will not be calm. I will not be on 1. I will always be on 10. And if they do not fire this cop, this is exactly the energy that they will get from myself and the rest of everyone who's behind me.
Emerald, how do you and your family view your father's case, you know, in the context of what has become a movement in this country against police brutality? If your father had a voice today, what would his message be?
His message would absolutely be to be peaceful. But when enough is enough, you let people know when you're at your breaking point. And I found myself at my breaking point. As I look at my sister's children every day, I'm raising 2 children. In addition to my own child, it's hard for me to look in their face and have my niece say, I don't have a mother. That's the hardest thing I ever heard my niece say, I don't have a mother. To explain to her why her mother is not here. Her mother is not here because she fought for justice for her father, didn't get the justice, her heart was broken, and she was depressed, and she was traumatized. People don't understand that these are our lives. These are not just a story in the newspaper. This is gonna follow me for the rest of my life and the rest of their life.
What do you think your father would say to you today if...
He would say, go Emmy.
How would he look at the role that you've taken in being proactive, in taking this action, in making sure that you are an activist on his behalf?
I've always been labeled the responsible one. So it's always been my role. My role has always been, Emerald, check on your sister. Emerald, check on your brother. Emerald, how do you do this? Emerald, how do you do that? How do we work this out? You know, and that's what that's my role in the family. So now it's like my role has broken through even more. Like, even as I spoke with Reverend Sharpton, and I told him, like, listen, I'm feeling angry. I'm very upset. As you know, Reverend Sharpton has been there since day one. National Action Network has stood behind us. And I told him, I said, I cannot be calm. I cannot be peaceful. Do you approve for me to go crazy?